and center their focus to a field in which they felt their season come to a close in 2022. They lost to Phoenix College on this same day, this third day of pool play, after they won on day 2, and it's Prairie State who open up. Agboku Joffrey and Tiago Alcantara, and good pressure early from Tom Hanna. Joffrey, big 26 in green and black today, will be important. He did not play in the 3-0 loss all the way back in September. At 6'4", a sizable handful for Northeast's back line. Lewis Rourke, and he chucks over and lost the ball and commits the first foul of the game. Rourke, who scored for Northeast on Sunday to open up this tournament. Aymeric Mouliam, his backline partner once again today is Jaime Dominguez. On the left, it's Fabian Montes. On the right, Tiago Alcantara, all in front of Igor Murjaljevic, last year's goalkeeper of the tournament. Flicked ball down, and Joffrey comes clattering in. There's another foul. These two teams, two of the most penalized in the country. They played a game earlier in that 3-0 win for Northeast. 16 yellow cards between the two. Rourke, and another very late challenge. And Noah Kenyawani, the center official today, will have his hands full. Right away, Adam Potter with something to complain about just 90 seconds in. It's still working as we can't really get an ID on the Northeast player. The Hawks 21-1-0 on the season. 15 straight wins. They have not lost away from home this season. A perfect 11-0. Same for Prairie State. They are 10-0 on the road. And the player was one of the outside fullbacks, Lucas Vandenberg, a freshman from Eindhoven, Netherlands. He's helped off, and after the delay, we play again. Matthias Christofferson, his 22nd start of the season in goal for Northeast. A ball over the top and settled well by the attacking group of Northeast. That one takes a weird hop. It finds its way. Murjaljevic, the first big stop of the game. It was well done from Edouard Nice, who was all over the field on Sunday against Patrick and Henry. This, though, a completely different level of opponent, and Murjaljevic wearing 0 instead of 00 today. Opens with a stop. Thiago Souza. Nowhere to go quite yet. Villa. Souza. Good combination, and Gajiri. And Aymeric Mouliam. Put them under pressure. Got Leo Dutra out wide on the left. This front three of Dutra, Makila, and Agboku Joffrey. As fun, as physical, as fast as any in the country. Montes. Souza. Villa. Chested down Gajiri. Back for Villa. Bruno Gajiri. Looking for room. Bruno Gajiri, it's blocked. Tom Hanna pressured by Makila, who took a foot to the stomach on a swing from Hanna, who meant it accidentally, but still creates contact. Wall set. As Leo Dutra raises an arm and looks to his left. Dutra, drifting ball, back post, headed away. Not quite cleared yet, and now northeast. Tom Hanna. Lots of space for Luca Rosen. Rosen dances past Dutra, and Muliam collects. Souza will calm his team down as Dutra steps inside. Region Player of the Year a season ago, Leo Dutra. Via. Makila. Joffrey Makila again. And in behind, they wanted it. Well done, a turn, and Rourke is rattled down. It's Henna who will hand it off to Toon Vanderdonk from Rotterdam in the Netherlands. That Dutch defensive duo that is a part of one of the best defenses, if not the best, in America. A ball in. It's dangerous. Mrjaljevic a punch. Muliam acrobatic. Joffrey. Just a powerful figure who powers over the gray shirts. A dangerous free kick. Edouard Nice and Tom Hanna. Nice, a chip ball to the penalty spot. It comes through and off the head of Muliam. And a 7th minute corner kick for Northeast. You see it again laid in and just danced about. Wind blows firmer than it has all week. Hanna. A high ball at the spot. And they thought it took another deflection, a goal kick. Prairie State, it's all about surviving. Both coaches in the pregame, the key word for them, composure. Whoever could stay in their mental headspace long enough would have the advantage in this game. Dutra spinning away. And aided by Gajiri. And Gajiri back for Dutra. In a more advanced position this year, Leo Dutra. Came across and over the head of Villa. Given away in midfield. Hidalgo. Nice. Hidalgo. 1-2, try to get it back to Edouard Nice. And still a chance. This is a fire away. Mrjaljevic a save and then a massive block. Free space. But Northeast couldn't capitalize. It's Thiago Alcantara. It's a simple save, Mrjaljevic, and Alcantara just gets his knee to the ball. The two best chances for Northeast so far through the first 10 minutes. Number 1 seed playing like it. In swinging ball from Tom Hanna. Problems at the back post and lifted free once again. That was Montez. Hanna Clocked off the sole of Gajiri. That's a corner kick, it seems. Vanderdonk. This time now the wind blowing into him. Henna. Vanderdonk, a nice pop and a cut in, and to Vanderdonk, another corner kick. Prairie State, a 1-0 win yesterday. They probably could have had 4 or 5. They didn't finish their chances well. Makila should have had a hat trick himself. Now they're pinned in, being forced to defend. As the wind dies down, and Murjaljevic has to keep it out. Served again, a lofter to the back post, headed away. Rosen can't break free. A big wave of the arms from Kenyawani, the official. Makila chasing. And Makila committing a foul. You see this one again. It's good service from Vanderdonk. He's had that all tournament. Murjaljevic at the near post. The best goalkeeper in this field, even if statistically it's actually his counterpart today, Christofferson, in net for Adam Potter's Hawks. Murjaljevic was the best goalkeeper in the country last year. Great first touch and flapped around. There's more contact. There's a foot that came up. The captain, Leo Dutra, surging in, and here it is. They're saying that, yeah, that should have been worse than just a foul. You saw the foot right to the head, but really it's more the head that came down to the foot. Murjaljevic and Muliom. And Alcantara, and a throw in for Northeast. Souza. Simple but sturdy. Gajiri. All the Brazilians on this Prairie State team. A 1-2, and Dutra. A chance to run his domain. Leo Dutra across. Makila was waiting. Dealt with by Henna. Not out yet. Agbaku Joffrey. He commits another foul. That big frame, it's tough to control if you're Agbaku Joffrey. One of the tournament leaders in fouls last year. Has not played a ton this year. Just 14 regular season appearances in their 19 games. When you think of a key player, you think he's going to play every minute, or at least start every game. Joffrey has not done that. Carlos Reyes loves to rotate during the season and then will trim it down. He only played 13 players yesterday. Northeast have a lot of depth. Henna. Rosen. Luca Rosen. A good challenge from Makila. Muliom. The wind might keep that one in. It does. Joffrey. Souza. Gajiri. Edward Nice. He's thumped over by Gajiri. They will stop the clock. Will this be a caution? It's just a conversation. Nice back on his feet. Dotenier, Belgium, the leading provider on this Hawks team, Norfolk, Nebraska. Number 1 seed, 15 straight wins, tied for the longest in the country. Both these teams, 15 straight on the year. Vanderdonk, this one too direct, but it might cause problems. Mrjeljevic off the head of his own defender, Montez. And it's a day for Igor Mrjeljevic to make himself known. It goes off of Montez and does catch it. Alcantara forward now. Forward ball and over Joffrey. No help from Dutra. Makila pressures it wide and moved along by Vanderdonk. This Northeast team, the number 1 team in the country since week 4. Their big wins. They've got a 30-0 result on the season. But their big wins in terms of high-level opponents. They beat Iowa Lakes, who is the number 4 seed in this tournament. And Iowa Lakes maybe looked best out of any of the teams through the first games. They beat them 6-3. It was the most goals that Northeast's stout defense conceded all year long. 3 of the 10 in one game. They've got a 5-2 win over Schoolcraft. The only loss on their record was a forfeit. They are perfect when they play. Joffrey pinning in. Dutra. Makila. And Makila tried to go back for Dutra. This could be awkward for Christofferson. And Matthias Christofferson well away from home. Rourke, who left it. Mrjeljevic, who won't get there in time. This will be a corner kick. Everybody for Northeast on the edge of the 18. "17 minutes, all the best chances coming for the Hawks. 2 in the first 10. It's been a quiet last few, and now Henna wants to have a conversation with Rourke. Interesting to see what Tom Henna sees. We've been waiting so long. Noah Kenyawani has just finished a conversation with Edward Neese. They're working on his time. He's still off your screen, the center referee. Glory Makila working his way off. Happened very, very late. He was stuck on the ground. He's struggling. That'll be a big thing to keep an eye on. First changes of this game now. It's Calais Toussaint. He's going to come in for Makila. More of a midfielder. Maybe that sees Dutra in an even more advanced role. Toussaint This will be his 19th appearance. 4 goals and an assist to his name. And Tom Hanna will rejoin it with a fired ball in. Joffrey away. Rosen couldn't turn. And so Toussaint will play out wide where Makila was playing. They won't make any changes quite yet. Souza intercepted by Hanna. And here is Calais Toussaint. Gajiri. Joffrey has support and well closed by the number 10 in the middle, the captain as well, Luka Baltzer, who did all the simple things right on Sunday. He's barely had a touch so far here on Tuesday. Dominguez couldn't clear it. Rourke, another player down for Northeast. It looks like it was non-contact, maybe the ball, as Joffrey steps through and sees another foul and earns a yellow card. Moulion. Lewis Rourke, and before he could get there, Alcantara cleared it. Northeast will have the advantage from here. Sun shining very brightly onto the Grandstand Stadium, the first of 4 games today. You can follow along with all the action and stay up to date with the latest news and information regarding the NJCAA soccer world by visiting the official website of the National Junior College Athletic Association at www.njcaa.org. Alcantara pressured by Rosen. First substitutions getting ready to come on for Adam Potter. Jivan Purewal, who was influential off the bench in game number 1 for the Hawks. Villa, he stepped in front. Gajiri, Souza, Villa, Gajiri again. What do you do with 10 men? It seems as if Leo Dutra, who was deployed mostly again as an 8 or a 6 last year, has been asked to play the number 9 now with Makila and Joffrey out. Sergio Aznar, sophomore from Zaragoza, Spain. This ball, a cross-field one, chested down, and at the top of the 18 for Edouard Nice. Blocked away, still not done. Rourke left his foot open. It's a good ball, and well taken from Billy Bradley. Nice tried to spin free, and Rourke, yeah, you can see it. He just kind of leaves his ankle in a dangling space. Jivan Purewal. He finally does come in, and he'll replace Rosen. Nice, and he lost it. Dutra, the best player on the pitch. He still keeps his side in it, down a man. And he spins through. It might be Leo Dutra day. Couldn't get past the next guy. .24 minutes remaining in this first half. It's been a long time, though. We've had almost 30 minutes of action, stoppages for injuries. Of course, the massive confrontation that really caused a lot of problems. Well handled by Kenyawani for all intents and purposes. Even if you're a Prairie State fan, you should agree with that. Thiago Souza scored the goal yesterday in that 1-0 win. Service wasn't good, and Bradley and Nice, and one all the way back, and for Murjaljevic. Gujiri, described as plug and play. You can put him wherever he's needed to be. It's a handball on Montez. That's important when you're down a man, because you might have to rotate into different spaces at different times. Luca Balzer just picked up Victor Hidalgo. Sprayed ball that should be too heavy for Henna. Makila is back in. That will be a big boost. That front two of Makila and Dutra now. And will certainly be a 4-4-1 the rest of the way for Carlos Reyes. Jivan Purewal danced in. Mouliam off of him. Celebratory, and he won a goal kick as well. Mouliam has to be careful. He gave it away and then won the ball. Makila's making a run behind. Darting through, covered well, but Maglory Makila can't get the better of Sergio Aznar. Balzer. Nice dropping in, dipping the shoulder, and swinging wide for Purewal. Has support from Henna, Jivan Purewal. Mouliam, who slipped and into a good dangerous area. Pedersen. Kenyawani had the right view of it. Alexander Pedersen had 2 goals all season coming into the tournament. Scores a brace on Sunday in the 5-1 win. Now he wins a corner. Couldn't get past the first post. Edouard Nice tried to get out of it and couldn't. Souza. And Villa, Gajiri, Souza, Dutra. There is Leo Dutra. Can he navigate another bit of space? He does. Bruno Gajiri out into a channel, and Thiago Alcantara. Alcantara could not get there quick enough. Vinicius, Thiago Alcantara, a freshman from Rio de Janeiro, has stepped in as a starter all season long. The right-hand side of this back line, as you would have expected it to look coming into the tournament. On the left side, no Dylan Hawley, no Nick Flores. You talked to Carlos Reyes this morning, and you asked him what he thought of his left-hand side of the defense, the two bench players, quote-unquote, in their first game yesterday. He said they looked like they were starters all season. A good move from Northeast now against that left side, and Jaime Dominguez stepped in front. Roaming room the other way for Gajiri. Makila, one-on-one, now 1-on-5. Maglory Makila couldn't find a way through. And Tom Henna. Jivan Purewal ran into Dutra, who swung his leg, and here's another free kick. Baltzer out wide for Nice. Into the box, a strike, and Aspas, it took a wonky one over, and that's a corner kick. Sergio Aspas, who scored a fine goal yesterday for his 9th of the year. Neat touch, neat turn, creates room, and Mouliam with what is already his 4th block in the first 28 minutes. Prairie State, who defended and grinded their way to a national title just a season ago at this very complex. This would outdo any of their 5 wins in the playoffs last year and their 4 in Tucson. Henna swings again. Gajiri, a free header over him. And Gajiri lost his man. It was a real chance. You see it again, and you can see how much the wind is rolling. It should have been a goal from Lewis Rourke. Or rather, the number 8, Charlie Fox. These white numbers are tricky to see on these gray uniforms. Into the area. Makila now. Dutra. Maglory Makila, if he gets there first. Dutra. There's a player down. Edward Nice stands over one of the Prairie State Pioneers. It's been a lot to do today for this officiating crew, dealing with injuries, with combative players, with a yellow card. Lots of challenges still to come with an hour to play. But one of these teams will have a chance to continue their play into the semifinals. The winner moves to Thursday's Final Four Prairie State was there last year. Northeast could have been. They lost to Phoenix College. Moulion. Aymeric Moulion, pure wall. Still Jivan Purewall. And Moulion comes in and kicks it off of Purewall's ankle. You can order your official 2023 NJCAA Division II Soccer Championship merchandise online at the NJCAA store. Visit shopnjcaa.com to view exclusive national championship merchandise. Vinicius Alcantara and Felipe Villa and Bruno Gugiri, the Brazilians bounding about. Or rather, not Gugiri, instead, the kid from Venezuela, Luis Munoz, who I was surprised wasn't the man who came on when Joffrey exited. Munoz played as the auxiliary number 9 yesterday and played quite well. Souza, Villa, Alcantara, Makila, Dutra, and down a man. That might have been the best combination that we've seen from Prairie State today. Souza skipping about and running into Purewall. Henna, the Englishman, connects again. Purewall in behind. Space for Aspas. Sergio Aspas into the area, and Aspas toppled over. A corner kick. And now we see the runs. Northeast, when they get one, they get just a simple taste of goal. They seem to continue their stride. Vanderdonk. Dutra, Marjaljevic. As Leo Dutra left it for his goalkeeper. I don't think there's a lot of people who could tell me Igor Marjaljevic is not a goalkeeper that can rest himself above this level. Makila, he's another player with so much talent. McGlory Makila, 19 starts, 21 appearances, 17 goals. Should have 20, should have had 3 yesterday. Struggled to finish, as did his entire team. Moulion. Flicked along by Leo Dutra. And Souza. And now back in the possession of Northeast. Henna. Alcantara high up the pitch to cause pressure. The shape of Prairie State is often extremely shoved to one side or the other. You'll see Alcantara drop in and play almost as a center back. They'll move Moulion to midfield, and the left-sided center back who for this tournament is Dominguez. Will play almost as a left back as they shove the actual left back, Montes, almost into a left midfield. It flips when the other team attacks at their right. Alcantara steps high, Mouliam steps to the right, Dominguez in the middle, and when you get them backwards, though, they will all settle in. Makila tracking back. Dancing free. This is Rosen. And here's another corner. Already in the first half, we have seen Northeast attack, attack, and attack. It's their 6th of the opening period, and Marjanovic already getting to that point in the game. Step on it and survive. Dominguez, after Marjanovic wasted about a minute, it seemed. Makila, Dutra, Munoz, and no more for Makila. And Souza settling, but only as far as Nice. Edouard Nice, the Frenchman Mouliam. A heavy touch from Munoz. And Nice, a good challenge from Luis Munoz. Gujiri, Makila wins the ball, is wrapped down. It's a throw-in for Prairie State. Into the feet of Dutra. He's brought down, and maybe an opportunity for Northeast to counter. Nice, it's well weighted. Dominguez well read. 2 changes readying for Adam Potter, and another giveaway. Nice, this time Aspas. And Marjanovic off his line. And changes for Adam Potter. Lewis Rourke will come back in to finish off the final 7 minutes of this first half, which has seen no score but not lacked drama. Tom Henna cuts back, and free space for him to drive a ball for Rourke. Back post, it's almost there. Luca Rosen. It was a beautiful ball in from Henna. And Rosen just worked his run off this post. What a great cut. That's his weaker foot, Henna. Rourke was waiting, and Rosen got the better of Montes, who didn't see him. Marjanovic awkwardly. Well touched down by Dominguez. And Montes, if they can get out of this, that would be impressive. They almost do as well. Luca Balzer and Luca Rosen, and numbers in the box. It's cut back, it's a chance, it's a sliding challenge. Balzer into a wide space. Nice is there. Edouard Nice! The Belgian buries one with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Northeast lead. The finish of the tournament from Edouard Nice. At the front post he went. He got free. It's a great ball. and a pirouette pivot to put Prairie State behind, the team that won the national title purely off just defending and hardly conceding. They didn't have to chase a lot in 2022. They chased for the first time in 2023. Leo Dutra will need to carry his team on his back the rest of the way. He and McGlory Makila. They have the two talented players that possess the ability to pull stuff like this off. It will be tricky without Agbaku Joffrey. And down a man. Henna. Luca Rosen. Tom Henna again. Luca Balzer. The goal scorer Nice. Edward Nice. He was after another. Bruno Gajiri will come back in for Prairie State. Carlos Reyes will need to figure something out. McGlory Makila, the man who exits to get an extra 5 minutes. That's a mistake from Dominguez. Asnar, Henna. Tom Henna. Munoz couldn't swivel around Nice. The relentless pressure of Edward Nice. Henna, Rosen. Balzer and wide again. It's a low ball and well touched by Billy Bradley. Marjanovic let it go out. You're watching the NJCAA Network, presented by Zurich Insurance, the official provider of the student-athlete insurance for the NJCAA. Zurich helps athletes get back on the field after an injury. You can learn more at zurichna.com. Asnar, Henna, a first touch that's intercepted. Now Munoz. He just has nowhere to go. Northeast has picked up the pressure as this game is piled on. Souza. Villa. Munoz. Souza. Alcantara. Dutra was the target. Still with Vinicius Alcantara, and Felipe Villa a chance to get out. Dominguez, his countryman, the two Spaniards. Marjanovic from Montenegro. This is Alcantara in midfield. That's bad pressure. A poor touch from Christofferson. And Dutra put him under. Just a minute 45 to make it to the second half. You have to be careful if you're Northeast with their 1-0 lead up a man. Balzer. Bradley in support. Billy Bradley. A good run, but kept in play. Leo Dutra. After a mistake, Dutra will power through. Here's Dutra. Leo Dutra Christofferson stopped him. The best chance by far of the day, and then Christofferson threw it away. Souza. Alcantara, Prairie State with life with 45 seconds, and Muliam, it slipped through his feet. Marjanovic, Muliam. Just nowhere to go. So he'll go forward himself and continue to push. Aymeric Muliam. Henna, Rosen, Nice. A good enough first touch and ad lib, and he gets clattered through. Out for a throw, or yes, a throw. There's Rosen for Henna and Rourke. And Souza wants to see it go to halftime. In for Balzer with 5 seconds left. Balzer will have a fire, and that's halftime. Edouard Nice with one of the best finishes in the last 2 years in this tournament. That's the difference right now. The 1 seed Northeast lead the defending champions. Both teams came in. 14 straight games won for either side. This has been a physical one. It has seen a red card. It's still a lot of time left in the second half. You're watching the 2023 NJCAA Division II Men's Soccer Championships on the NJCAA Network from Tucson.